Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. I am D.B. Halber, author of Black the Name and Black the Burden, a young adult fantasy novel series available on Amazon in both digital and physical copy formats. And today I'm going to be continuing my journey towards writing and narrating a story set within the Pathfinder 2e system, but within my own fantasy makeup. Just a one-off story about four intrepid adventurers, a goblin alchemist, a halfling bard, a half-orc barbarian, and a half-elf uh, sword druid. That's the one. Uh, and the half-elf druid's pet cat. Today is going to be beginning the next stage of the journey, and that is to create some character art for these characters. Something to give us a physical representation of these characters for our minds, so we know what they look like more precisely than basic description. And I'm going to be doing this all. I'm going to be making. I'm showing the wrong screen. One second. I need to show a different screen. Display capture. I want the display capture to be add a new source. Got my keyboard off to the side so I can have room on my desk for my art tablet. Add source. There we go. Done. Now, I will be using the program called Krita, which is a fun. It's a fan pay. Doesn't come at any cost to the users. It's open source. They do accept donations, and I don't think it's open source. I think that's not the right word, but in any case, it is a free-to-use program, though they do accept donations to help continue advancement of the system. It is Photoshop-like, and today we will be using it to begin. I'm not sure if we'll finish it today, but we're gonna begin our artwork on our goblin, who's still yet unnamed. I'm imagining this as a male character, just because of the mischief they'll be causing, and the antics they'll be getting into. So, and yeah. So what I'm going to start with is just a new layer. I like to keep the base layer blank, just in case I want to scrap everything else. I have layer 1, I can delete everything else. I have layer 1 and it's blank. So, first we want to start off, this is a goblin, so the main focus is on the head. And I'm going for a running running towards us type of feel. So an arrow to represent which direction this goblin is coming. Now this is a goblin, so big honking ears on it. A wide head. Chin right here. A little bit of cheek there. Jaw coming out to here. This head goes a little bit wider in that direction. big old goblin honker right here. And please excuse my lack of precision. I have not been actively drawing for some time, so I might be a little bit out of practice. So, base of the neck there. Neck is going to come back about right there. The shoulders will be here. The shoulders are not very large at all. The other shoulder's hidden back there. And I'm imagining it's carrying something. This goblin is carrying a bag or something. This arm is coming down from that other shoulder. But the chest is going to block a lot of it. The chest cavity is going to be actually disappear underneath this lower jaw. So just define the lower jaw a little bit more. Make it come to a point a little bit more, and then swoop back up with that back bit. Have a pair of lips right here. This is a goblin, big old mouth going down, laughing as it does. A little bit of an eye situation going on right here. You find the ears a little bit more. Alright, head a little bit more defined now. Going back down here, so we have this arm is going to be, this isn't a strong creature. So these arms are about the same length. So that means we now connect down here. This one is actually, so this one used to be continue about that same length, whereas this one is coming towards us a little bit. So that when we put our hand on, we have this here, and then up to another hand. Let's define the hand a little bit here. That means this one will be like so. And it's going to be dragging or carrying something, so let's just put something like a handle or something right there. Alright, now we have the chest cavity is going to actually be going down and back in this direction. We want the chest to end about here and switch to torso, so we can have a leg striding forward, coming out down here. Might have to shrink this one down a little bit. So we're just doing the rough sketches at this point, but it's important to think a bit more about how it's all going to fit together. And we are going to composite some surrounding stuff going on too. So meh. And this leg is actually going back behind. So there, and then back behind. I actually feel like I should shift the head over. And then the whole thing scaled down a little bit and up and over. So let's go ahead and do that. Select the... First let's select the head. Transform. Yeah, that fits a little bit better right there for this composition. So back to drawing. Actually, we have to first deselect. Wrong one. Deselect. And then we want to take everything, hold shift so it keeps its size, its dimensions, shrink it just a little bit, and move it there. Alright, back to drawing. And we are going to need, down here, somehow I'm going to have to figure out how to draw these feet and them look like feet. Feet and hands, one of the harder things to draw. Ask any artist. If I do a cylinder, like that should be a good base for it. Alright, and what is he carrying? Do I want the thing he's holding to be here or here? Ooh, I have an idea. He's throwing something. So this will be some contraption. Define the hand the hand down here a little bit more, just so it doesn't get lost in all of these sketch lines. And then this, just to give a little bit more of that feel of motion and form, is actually a contraption that's whipping around. Holding in this bucket. That's right. A bomb. That's lit. That was actually one of the fastest baselines I've done for a character in quite some time, but I'm happy with that. Okay, onward to defining the edges a little bit more, so I make a new layer. I'm not doing black just yet. Actually, no. Yeah. So this is, I have to be more solid with these lines. This will help me get rid of that underlayer. I have to be more conscious of where each line is going. So this is going like so. No, that's not how I do it. No, this is... Come on, Control Z. Oh. Next, on this layer, I actually do clothing. That's how I do it. So, I'm thinking a shirt whipping back, so tight to this arm right here, and then it would go back like so. Collar right there. That goes to his armpit. That also helps define where the armpit is. So shirt right here. Shirt comes all the way down, defining that line right there. And also, the shirt would be right here too. Now this is a Goblin Alchemist, so he is wearing studded leather armor. So, define this line. Goes back behind this one. Okay, so he's wearing studded leather, so he also has on the front, actually let's make that a different color. On the front here, he has around his neck, he has a vest. This vest has rows of studs on it. Okay, and back to our green. I don't know why I picked such a dark green. He also is wearing pants. This goblin is wearing pants. He has a halfling mother. And by that, he was found by a halfling as an infant and has been raised by her. So the knee is right here on this leg, and the knee is right here on this leg. He's going to have some pants. So, going just to the knee. To add form, you gotta put in that swerve of the shape. Okay, and he, should he be wearing boots? He's wearing studded leather. Yeah, I probably should be wearing boots. So, just, again, giving that form by having this shape to it. It also saves me from having to draw feet, which sucks. It doesn't suck that it's saving me, drawing feet sucks. Alright, and now we move on to this foot. Okay, and let's actually make this foot have a little bit more of that toe hitting the ground action. Okay, and now we go back to the color we're using for our studded leather. And we give him pads. So a pad on this leg. A shoulder, not shoulder, elbow pad. Same over here. This thigh pad will be visible behind these arms. Like so. Okay. Now we go in and start defining the edges with a harder tip, harder line. This is the one I tend to use, just a basic paintbrush. Bring it back down to where we were painting. And pixel size. Because now we can do this. One second. Alright, I'm gonna finish the head and then I have to go. I will be streaming later tonight. Between pretty much after 6 until about 10 o'clock. I'll try to be streaming. But if I'm not on by 6, that's because dinner ran over. No, he doesn't have a mush head. Come on, hand. That works. That means this ear will connect right there. Come on, fluid motion. That works. Now we have to remember his schnoz is right here. Which means we need to clean up this line. Oh no, I just realized something. I am painting on the clothes layer. That's fine. What I can do is I can go ahead and wrap around this bit, avoid the clothes, control cut, control paste. Now we have a schnoz layer. That's what I'm going to call it. It's a schnoz layer. Now this very particular, oh, I'm erasing. No, not that. That. Very particularly comes in from behind the ear and down into this back neck section. And then we have the jaw. Actually, we should make the jaw a little bit more open than we originally drew it, because we want him laughing. It comes up to a lip. There's a gap. Another lip. And then that becomes the other side right there. A little bit of chaos right here, but it works. And then this. Yeah, let's just make this the lower lip right here. So we can erase in here, clean this up a little bit, and then we do this number. Clean this up a little bit. Yeah, that works. And then we want an actual eye in here. And one over here. I'm better at drawing females. My eyes are very feminine. Clean up this eye a little bit. A little bit of cleanup over here. Actually, this eye needs to be bigger. Okay, just there are such things as mistakes in art. Come on. So we can do that, and then we can have most of the eye hidden behind. Yes. There we go. It's a bit bigger, hidden behind the snodge a little bit. There's our goblin head. Like I said, I do have to go. Family is calling me for help in that end. So I will be back later, like I said, hopefully after 6, probably 6:30ish, and then streaming until I go to bed. Just gonna save this as under art, crafting, alchemist. Come on, fingers. Do what you're supposed to. And that saves as a created document, which will open up with my layers. For anyone who stopped by, say hi. Hello. Talk to y'all later.